Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most powerful truths you can tell yourself every day is this: you are responsible for your own life. It's not a sentiment of blame or criticism, but a call to action, a recognition of the immense power you have to shape your reality. This is not to say that life is fair or that circumstances won't sometimes place burdens upon you that you didn't choose. But how you respond to those circumstances is entirely up to you. When you accept full responsibility for your life, you step into a position of power. You begin to see that while you may not control everything that happens to you, you absolutely control how you interpret and act upon those events. Responsibility means ownership not just of your successes, but also of your failures. It means acknowledging that your choices, habits, and attitudes play a critical role in determining the life you lead. It's not about carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's about recognizing that the pen is in your hand and you are the author of your own story. Too often people fall into the trap of externalizing their problems. They blame others, parents, partners, bosses, or even society for their unhappiness or lack of progress. While external factors can undeniably impact your life, placing blame on them removes your agency. It strips you of your ability to effect meaningful change. When you say, "This is my life and I am responsible for it," you reclaim that agency. You stop being a passive participant in your own story and become the protagonist. Taking responsibility for your life also means accepting that change begins with you. If you're unhappy with your circumstances, it's up to you to take the steps necessary to improve them. This can be uncomfortable. It often requires you to confront truths you'd rather avoid, truths about your habits, decisions, or attitudes that may have contributed to your situation. But discomfort is the price of growth. The moment you stop making excuses and start taking action, you set yourself on a path of empowerment and self-mastery. Of course, responsibility doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It's okay to seek help, lean on others for support, or ask for guidance. In fact, recognizing when you need help is a sign of strength, not weakness. But even then, the decision to seek support is yours. It's an act of taking ownership, of saying, "I need assistance and I'm going to find it because I'm responsible for my well-being." When you wake up each day and tell yourself that you are responsible for your own life, you adopt a mindset of accountability and agency. This daily reminder fosters resilience and adaptability. It inspires you to set goals and work toward them, to confront challenges head-on, and to make deliberate choices aligned with your values. By taking responsibility for your life, you don't just navigate the world, you shape it. You become a force to be reckoned with, a person capable of overcoming adversity and achieving greatness. Responsibility is not a burden. It's the gateway to freedom, growth, and fulfillment. Every day, remind yourself that your goal is growth, not perfection. Perfection is a mirage, a moving target that keeps shifting further away the closer you get to it. It is an illusion that can paralyze you with fear, sap your motivation, and rob you of the joy found in progress. Growth, on the other hand, is real, measurable, and achievable. It's about taking steps forward, no matter how small, and embracing the process of becoming better today than you were yesterday. Perfectionism often arises from a fear of failure, judgment, or inadequacy. It can manifest as a relentless inner voice that tells you you're not good enough yet, or you can't begin until everything is flawless. This mindset is crippling because it shifts your focus away from effort and improvement and onto unattainable ideals. When you strive for perfection, you tie your self-worth to outcomes rather than the process. You set impossible standards for yourself and others, creating a cycle of dissatisfaction and burnout. Growth, however, is rooted in the understanding that improvement is a journey, not a destination. It's about embracing your flaws, learning from your mistakes, and continuously evolving. When you strive for growth, you shift your perspective from fear of failure to curiosity about what you can learn. Each mistake becomes an opportunity to gain wisdom and insight. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone that strengthens your character. Growth is not about eliminating imperfections, but about integrating them into a larger story of resilience and progress. Focusing on growth requires a mindset shift. It means being kinder to yourself and allowing room for imperfection. Growth is messy. It's filled with trial and error, setbacks and breakthroughs. But within that mess lies beauty, the raw and authentic unfolding of your potential. A growth mindset encourages you to see your limitations not as permanent barriers, but as temporary challenges you can overcome with effort and persistence. It allows you to celebrate small victories, knowing that each one is part of a larger picture of progress. When you wake up each day and tell yourself, "I am here to grow," you give yourself permission to start where you are. You don't need to have all the answers or be perfect to make progress. Growth comes from consistency, effort, and a willingness to push through discomfort. It comes from setting realistic goals and being patient with the process. Progress may be slow, but as long as you're moving forward, you're on the right path. Focusing on growth also fosters resilience. When perfection is your goal, every misstep feels like a failure, and failure feels final. But when growth is your aim, failure becomes a teacher. It becomes part of the process, something to learn from and build upon. This mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities and gives you the strength to keep going, even when the road is difficult. In striving for growth, you build a life of continuous improvement. You liberate yourself from the shackles of perfectionism and to embrace the freedom to try and to succeed on your own terms. Growth is not about being the best, it's about becoming better every single day. Every day, remind yourself to face the day with courage. Life is full of uncertainties, challenges, and obstacles that can feel overwhelming. Fear often lurks in the background, whispering doubts and encouraging hesitation. But courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to act despite it. Courage is what allows you to confront the unknown, take risks, and push forward in the face of adversity. It is a quality that, when cultivated daily, becomes the foundation for growth, resilience, and achievement. Courage begins with acknowledging your fears without letting them define you. Everyone feels fear. It is a natural response to the unknown or the possibility of failure. But living a courageous life requires that you refuse to let fear dictate your actions. Fear tells you to stay comfortable, to avoid taking risks, and to retreat when things get difficult. Courage, on the other hand, urges you to step into discomfort, to challenge yourself, and to embrace the possibility of failure as part of the journey. Facing the day with courage doesn't mean you need to take on monumental challenges every single moment. Sometimes courage is found in the small, quiet decisions you make throughout the day, speaking up when it's easier to stay silent, admitting a mistake or trying something new despite the possibility of failure. It's found in showing up for yourself even when the weight of the world feels heavy. It's about taking one step forward, no matter how small, when fear tries to hold you back. Courage also involves being honest with yourself. It takes bravery to confront the parts of your life that aren't working, to admit when you've made a mistake, or to acknowledge when you're not living up to your potential. This kind of honesty can be uncomfortable, even painful, but it is necessary for growth. Facing the truth about yourself and your circumstances is an act of courage that sets the stage for meaningful change. One of the most powerful aspects of courage is that it is contagious. When you act courageously, you inspire others to do the same. Your willingness to face challenges, take risks, and embrace discomfort shows around you that it is possible to overcome fear and uncertainty. In this way, courage not only transforms your own life, but also has a ripple effect, encouraging others to rise to the occasion and pursue their own goals with determination. To cultivate courage, remind yourself daily that fear is temporary, but regret can last a lifetime. The discomfort you feel when stepping out of your comfort zone is a sign that you are growing. With each courageous act, you build confidence in your ability to handle life's challenges. Over time, courage becomes a habit, a way of approaching life that empowers you to tackle whatever comes your way. Facing the day with courage doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means you will not be ruled by it. It means embracing the unknown with a sense of purpose, knowing that every step forward, no matter how daunting, is a victory. Courage is the key to unlocking your potential and creating a life of meaning, growth, and fulfillment. Tell yourself every morning, today I will act with courage, and watch how your world transforms. Every morning, remind yourself that your effort matters more than the outcome. It's a powerful truth that can change the way you approach life. The world often measures success by results, grades, promotions, trophies, or bank balances, but this perspective misses the deeper value of effort. While outcomes are important, they are not always within your control. Effort, on the other hand, is entirely yours to give. Focusing on effort allows you to shift your mindset from external validation to internal fulfillment and growth. When you prioritize effort over outcomes, you begin to see challenges differently. Success becomes less about winning or achieving perfection and more about showing up, trying your best, and persisting through difficulties. This approach fosters resilience because it frees you from the fear of failure. Failure, in this context, is not an end, but a stepping stone, a natural part of the process that teaches valuable lessons. It is through consistent effort, especially in the face of setbacks, that real progress and personal transformation occur. Effort also reflects your character. Outcomes can be influenced by factors outside your control, luck, timing, or the actions of others. But effort is entirely your own. It demonstrates your commitment, determination, and willingness to grow. It shows that you are invested in the process, not just the result. This is why effort holds greater intrinsic value than any outcome. It represents your integrity and your dedication to giving your best, regardless of external circumstances. Focusing on effort does not mean ignoring goals or dismissing the importance of results. Instead, it means recognizing that the journey is just as important as the destination. The process of striving, learning, adapting, and growing is where true fulfillment lies. When you are deeply engaged in the effort, you find purpose and meaning in your work. Even if the outcome doesn't align with your expectations, the effort you put in builds skills, character, and resilience that prepare you for future opportunities. Another reason to value effort is its role in shaping your mindset. When you adopt a mindset that prioritizes effort, you begin to see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles to avoid. This shift encourages you to take risks, embrace new experiences, and push beyond your comfort zone. Over time, this approach builds confidence and reinforces the belief that your efforts are worthwhile, regardless of the immediate result. Effort also sets an example for others. When people see you working hard, staying consistent, and giving your best, they are inspired to do the same. Your dedication becomes a source of motivation for those around you. It creates a ripple effect, encouraging a culture of perseverance and grit. By focusing on effort, you reclaim control over your life. Outcomes can be unpredictable, but your effort is always within your power. Each day, tell yourself, my effort matters more than the outcome, and act accordingly. This mindset will free you from the paralyzing fear of failure and help you find satisfaction in the act of striving. Over time, you will realize that the effort you invest is what truly shapes your life, regardless of where the results may lead. Every day, remind yourself that every obstacle you face is an opportunity to learn. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and roadblocks that can feel frustrating or disheartening. But these moments are not random or meaningless. They hold the potential to teach you valuable lessons, strengthen your character, and prepare you for future success. The key is in your perspective. How you choose to interpret and respond to these obstacles determines whether they become barriers or stepping stones. Obstacles, by their very nature, force you to pause and reassess. They disrupt the flow of your plans and compel you to think differently. While it's easy to view these interruptions as negative, they often reveal important truths about your weaknesses, blind spots, or assumptions. For example, a failure at work might highlight a skill you need to develop. Or a disagreement with a friend could teach you the value of empathy and communication. These moments, though uncomfortable, are fertile ground for growth if you are willing to engage with them openly and honestly. One of the most powerful lessons obstacles teach is resilience. Facing difficulty is inevitable, but how you respond to it is what matters most. Each time you confront a challenge and push through, you build mental and emotional strength. Obstacles test your resolve and teach you how to persevere under pressure. They show you that you are capable of enduring discomfort and emerging stronger on the other side. Over time, this resilience becomes a defining part of your character, equipping you to handle future challenges with confidence. Obstacles also encourage creativity and adaptability. When you encounter a problem, you are often forced to think outside the box to find a solution. This process of problem solving fosters innovation and resourcefulness. Instead of following the same predictable path, obstacles push you to explore new approaches, question old methods, and discover alternative strategies. The skills you develop in navigating these challenges often become your greatest assets in other areas of life. Moreover, obstacles help you develop a deeper sense of gratitude and perspective. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to focus on what's wrong. However, if you take a step back, you may realize that even in difficulty, there are lessons and blessings to be found. Adversity often highlights what truly matters, helping you prioritize your values and appreciate the strengths you already possess. It's important to remember that obstacles are not a sign of failure. They are a natural part of any worthwhile journey. The road to success is rarely smooth or straight. Each setback, no matter how frustrating, is an opportunity to learn and grow. When you face an obstacle, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? How can I grow from this experience? This mindset transforms difficulties into opportunities and ensures that even your struggles contribute to your progress. By viewing every obstacle as a chance to learn, you reclaim power over your circumstances. You shift from a victim mentality to a mindset of growth and agency. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to strengthen your resolve, expand your knowledge, and refine your skills. When you approach life with this perspective, you unlock your potential to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. Obstacles, far from being setbacks, become the very catalyst for your transformation. Every day, remind yourself that gratitude is a superpower. It is not just a fleeting emotion or a polite response to kindness, but a transformative mindset that can shape how you experience the world. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. It empowers you to face challenges with resilience, deepen your relationships, and find joy in even the smallest moments. Practicing gratitude daily can profoundly impact your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. Gratitude begins with awareness. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to overlook the things we take for granted: our health, loved ones, opportunities, or even the beauty of nature. Yet these small, everyday blessings form the foundation of our lives. By consciously pausing to acknowledge and appreciate them, you cultivate a mindset of abundance. This practice doesn't mean ignoring hardships or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about balancing life's difficulties with a recognition of the good that still exists alongside them. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to reframe challenges. When life throws obstacles in your path, gratitude helps you see them through a different lens. A difficult situation might teach you patience or resilience. A failure could offer valuable lessons that propel you toward future success. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain of hardships, but allows you to find meaning and growth within them. This shift in perspective strengthens your ability to persevere and adapt. Gratitude also has a profound impact on relationships. Taking the time to express genuine appreciation for the people in your life strengthens bonds and fosters deeper connections. When you recognize and acknowledge the efforts, kindness, or support of others, you not only make them feel valued, but also create an environment of mutual respect and positivity. This dynamic reinforces trust and emotional intimacy, making your relationships more fulfilling and resilient. Practicing gratitude is not difficult, but it does require consistency and attention. You can start by incorporating small habits into your daily routine. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. These don't have to be monumental. They can be as simple as a good meal, a kind word, or a moment of laughter. Over time, this practice trains your mind to notice and focus on the positive aspects of your life, even during challenging times. Gratitude also fosters joy. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you create space for contentment. You stop chasing external validation or material possessions to fill a perceived void and instead find fulfillment in the present moment. This sense of inner peace helps you navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. In a world that often emphasizes ambition, competition, and accumulation, gratitude is a grounding force. It reminds you that true wealth lies not in possessions or accolades, but in the richness of your experiences, connections, and the lessons life offers. Each morning, remind yourself that gratitude is your superpower. By embracing it, you unlock a mindset of abundance, resilience, and joy, transforming the way you see and interact with the world.